Good evening, welcome back again. Yeah, we're out. Tonight you're joining me on our yearly Bass Roma. Now last year I did it, I entered, I came second. I don't think I'm going to do it this time, but we live and hope that we can do quite well. So with the Bass Roma, basically I can fish wherever I like on the Isle of Wight. We're fishing for 24 hours this time. Single target species is a bass. You can only weigh in one fish, so bring your bass to the weigh-in at 6 o'clock if you've got one. If you haven't, I'll probably go anyway, and just to finish off the video and see what everyone else has caught. So I'm starting my evening down at Brambles Corner. Essentially, just around the corner there is Fort Albert, and you can't actually. Oh, there we go. There. Right there is Hurst. Hurst Spit, Hurst Point, Hurst Castle, Hurst Lighthouse. They're all there on Hurst. Yeah, so I'm here pretty early. I've probably got about 45 minutes, but it gives me plenty of time to get set up. Obviously I'm filming tonight, I'm bass fishing. I need to try and figure out how I can set up the camera and lights so that the lights aren't shining on the water. So potentially scaring away any fish. I've got mackerel, I've got pouting, caught the pouting the other night, as you saw, and I've got mackerel that I've had in the freezer for a little while now. Yeah, so basically I've already chopped up a few bits and bobs to try and chum the area, and I'll just sort of chuck out some big baits, mackerel head, pout head, and then when I do that I'll chum up a little area. But yeah, like I say, I'm not going to stay here all night. I'm going to fish here for maybe 4-ish hours. There's loads of water in here still. There's a lot more water in here than I thought there was going to be. So yeah, so it looks like I'm fishing down, fishing back up, may head off somewhere else to fish up to high tide, and then may head off somewhere else to fish the ebb. So we'll see how we get on. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Hope you're going to enjoy it. I'm sure I will, whether I catch or not. But yeah, cheers. Right, so first off then, the rods I'm using today, I got this, picked up this bass rod, second hand, very good condition. I think it's a leader Icon 11.6 2 to 4, and that's got a bait runner. I can't remember what brand of. Oh, it's a Finnor. There we go, Finnor. So that's on a. So that can just go on the bait runner. And then on the other side, I've just got my one of my first rods that we used to use for mackerel fishing off the pier. It's a Shakespeare Beta, very cheap rod. It's only 10 foot, but I can't see it there, but it is designed for 2 to 4 ounce as well. So in theory, I'm thinking it's very bass-like rod anyway as well. I mean, it sits completely different. Well, does it? I mean, it's a lot shorter. But yeah, it should work anyway. And then I've got my normal reel, and then obviously on this one I'm just gonna have to really take the clutch off and let it go, and then if I strike I'm gonna have to hold on to that, strike the fish, and then as I'm sort of playing the fish I'll have to sort of tighten it up. It might be a bit awkward. Lots of people say fish with one rod, but I don't know. Fish with two if you can, I say. And then yeah, so on the business end, on the shorter one of the two, basically, let's get that over here. It's a running ledger, and this is what I mean. I've had to butcher a rig to put that on. I've had to cut off one of the hook rigs to get a bead, just to give that a little bit of protection. So that's actually on the main line, and then I've got about a 2 foot snood with 25-pound line. And then I've got a 5.0 there and a 3.0 there. To pennel, hook, anything. Yeah, mackerel heads I'm thinking to begin with. I've got them out defrosting there. So I'll chuck a mackerel head out and chuck the bodies out as chum in a bit. And then that's exactly the same rig there, but that one's got beads. The other one hasn't got any beads. So it's exactly the same. But yeah, just slightly different. Mix it up, see what works. I'm sure they all work really, but only, well, fish will tell, won't it? Right, hopefully I've got myself set up. I need to put a light. If I put my light down there, shining back away from the sea, I should be all right, and should hopefully be able to get all the action, if there is any, on camera. Yeah, I'm hoping like I say, you enjoyed the last video that I put up. I haven't put it up yet, but I hope you have. Because like I say, using this camera, the file size was absolutely huge, so I've had to readjust some of the settings to try and bring it down. But hopefully it's all right. Just so you can see quickly the time. That'll pick up. There we go. We still got just under 25 minutes to go. So yeah, I haven't even put any bait on there yet, so I'm going to put the bait on now, and then yeah, as soon as 6 o'clock comes, whack it out there. Like I say, we can fish for 24 hours in between 6 p.m. tonight and 6 p.m. tomorrow. But yeah, hopefully I can get this done by about 2 o'clock tonight, but we'll see. So I forgot my chest cam too. Anyway, yeah, so basically I just want to quickly show you what I've done. There we go, so that's better, look at that. So that's mackerel head cut at a diagonal so there's a big pouch of its guts there basically. And then I've got the one hook, I've gone in through the nose, came back out, put it basically in the stomach cavity there and popped it out, so that hook is like well proud on the bottom, and then the top hook is back in through the nose, going the other way. Not too keen, say you can see the bit of line there, not too keen on that. Might get in the way, I'm not sure, might disturb a hook up, you never know. But like I say, I've still got about 15 minutes, so there we go, look, 1 minute past, just gone. Let's get him in. I've been sat here on my bloody phone wasting time. Hopefully this will work. I've got the light there. It's going to cast a shadow at some point on my face. You can just about see it now. But hey, I'm bass fishing. I shouldn't have any lights on at all. But yeah, cool. So they're in the water. Just need a fish. Absolutely buzzing, super excited. Been looking forward to this for months. But like I say, I may well not catch anything. I very rarely go purely bass fishing. I've only had probably 2 proper goes, bass, like solely bass fishing. And I picked up some tips from Nick, who I fished with a couple of times. He's in Danglers as well. So hopefully it'll bring in a fish. Time to cover you up for a minute. It's raining. That's actually not too bad. Yeah, rain has passed over us now. The wind is quite up, so hopefully you can hear me. Like I said, I've got the little fluffy thing on the top, so hopefully you can hear what I'm saying, and it's not too breezy. I've popped the tip lights on. I'm not going to put a torch on them tonight. I've got that light facing this way, away from the water. I think it should be all right, but I don't know. We'll see. If I haven't had a fish by about 11 o'clock, I've only been fishing for literally half an hour. If I haven't had a fish by, say, 11, I may well have to lose the light as well. But we'll see. I'm definitely underdressed. It's cold, cold, and it's windy, and there's a few rain showers. But we're out fishing, so hopefully it'll be a good one. Right, well, those baits have been out in the water for about 45-50 minutes now. It's super dark and super cold, but anyway, yeah, I'm gonna check these ones. Like I say, they're the first ones I've chucked out. They're probably going to be fine. I'm just going to want to check for crab activity, and then I'll probably just stomp on them on the shingle just to release some more juices, chuck them back out and make them last. Like I say, I've got, I think, 5 or 6 mackerel for tonight, so it'll all be heads going out as bait. The whole rest of the body will be going out as chum, and I've got 3 good sized pout as well, so again 3 heads for bait. And I've got a feeling I was going to bring some crab, and I've just thought now, I think I've probably forgot. But what I probably will do, because it is cold, when I leave here to go somewhere else, I'll whip home quick, I'll grab a few more bits and bobs, maybe grab some more bait, grab some more layers, and then I'll head out again. But let's have a quick look anyway. Oh yeah. Wow, man. I hope I got that run on. Whew, took me a little bit of a while to get hold of him down there. Went to pick him up by the trace snapped, so I was pretty lucky to get him. But there we go. First bass of the night. I can only get one more, but I'm keeping this one. It's a lovely size. I'll give him a quick weigh in a minute. And he's got to be about £3, I would have thought. Wicked, man. Yeah, happy days, happy days. Oh, buzzing, what a great start. Just chucked another mackerel head. That was on the mackerel head out. I've got a pout head on the other one. It's a pretty big bait. But yeah, stoked. Tide is still slightly ebbing. I think it's almost bang on low tide. Oh, I'm chuffed. I'll get one more, I'm going home anyway, because I can only take 2. But having said that, if it's smaller than that one, I'll pop him back in. Well, I've got to be honest, that's definitely warmed me up now. And actually the wind's dropped, which is really nice. Wind's dropped off. I've got no rain, and I've caught a bass. Well happy. Yeah, the tide has literally just turned, so I must have had that pretty much bang on low. So it's about, I think it's maybe sort of 7:45 now. So I've been fishing for nearly 2 hours. But yeah, that tide has definitely turned. So hopefully now it's pushing up. Hopefully it'll bring some more in. I've chucked some more chum out there. Obviously I'm getting super, I was shaking like mad, so I quickly chopped some more up, threw new bait out, threw a load of chum, and hopefully we can get another one.
Oh yeah! Woo. Come on, buddy. Look at that one. He's a better one. Well, he's better than the other one, so if it is, I'll be keeping it and I'll be done because I've had 2 fish. But I'll quickly weigh it because if it's smaller, I'll probably put him back. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Yeah, man, he's keeping. I'm keeping this bad boy. It's 4 pounds 7 ounces. Super chuffed.
Yeah, that's cool, man. I can't believe I got another one. I was sorting the other one out actually. There's loads of like those sand shrimp or something, you know, like sand fleas, I think they call them. It was all over the fish, so I'm just dusting them off, and I was just going to pop it in a bag. And I heard the rod go. I turned around, looked at it, nothing was happening. It's probably all on camera. And then it went again. I was like, yeah, get in. Yeah, so I am super happy. Yeah, 2 fish. Wicked.
Oh, how cool is that? So yeah, I got 2 bass, £3.2 and £4.7. So I'm pretty stoked about that. Mega happy. I've chucked some more bait out. I won't be able to enter them in the comp, but you never know. There might be a big one out there. My PB from the shore, Christ, was years ago, and it's before I really started getting properly into fishing. I totally got lucky. Rubbish cast, a bit of squid, didn't know what I was doing, was in about that much water and pulled out it was about a £6. I had to weigh it on our scales that we used to use for baking. So I give or take it was about £6. So yeah, if I can get a £6 again, I'll release it anyway, because like I say, I'll take those 2 home, but at least then I can say that I've caught a PB. But it's definitely some fish out. It's 9 o'clock, so I've only been fishing for 3 hours. I've had to change the way I'm fishing. That one was on the pout head. I've been out there for ages. I brought it in, mushed it up again, chucked it back out and hooked up. But because the tide's flooding now, and I'm probably a bit too close into the corner, it's pushing, because I'm only using those plain leads, those little ball weights, 3 ounce, it's pushing the bait into the rocks. So to stop that, I'd put 3 ounce grippers on. Not ideal, because obviously you want it to move around. But I hooked up that fish, so it's obviously, you know, it works. But yeah, I've got 2 out there again now. I'm going to give it a little while. Daisy's gone to the shop to get some wine, so hopefully I'll be home by 10 o'clock. Right, I've packed up one of the rods. It's literally like 27 minutes past 9. But to be honest, I've had 2 fish, so one of them's a really decent one, decent enough to weigh in for sure. So I'm gonna knock it on the head. I've got the weigh in at 6 o'clock tomorrow evening. So I'll bring you back then to let you know the results, see how you get on, or see how I got on rather. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, I've really enjoyed it. I wasn't expecting to catch 2 fish quite so soon as that, so brilliant. I'm done. I can enjoy the rest of the evening, get home, have a quick wash, and have a glass of wine. Happy days. Right, so it is it's the day after. It's now 7 o'clock, so I've just come back from the weigh-in, and yeah, I did it. Came first. Only two fish were weighed in. Steve, he had £3.7 and mine. Oh yeah, so when I weighed mine, for some reason I thought there was 14 ounces to a pound, because mine will only do ounces or pounds, as in 1.1 pound, 1.2 pound, 1.9 pound, 2 pound. So I always weigh it in ounces and divide it by 16, but for some reason last night I divided it by 14, so I thought I had £4.7, which I didn't. So mine anyway today was £3.14 and a half. Yeah, so super chuffed. But yeah, big shout out to the Danglers. They put on a couple of beers as well for the weigh-in, and also big shout out to West Wight Angling. Go check out Andy's shop down there, sort you out all the bait, loads of tips and hints of where to fish, where the fish are at, and all that sort of stuff. So I hope you enjoyed it. I really did. I was home at 10 to 10. Just got to be in the right place, right time. So hope you enjoyed the video, and until the next one, stay safe, take care, and I'll maybe see you out there. Cheers.